Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker and its teaser trailer made its debut 5 days ago over at Star Wars Celebration Chicago, leaving many fans around the world speechless about what they saw, ranging from Rey to Kylo Ren to Lando Calrissian and Luke Skywalker's voice, as well as the Emperor's laughter in the background at the very end of the footage. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Episode 9 that a lot of people are very on edge about, and this is a big deal, a huge deal for the Star Wars community, is exactly how is this movie going to end. We are talking about the final frames of the movie. We're talking about something like what we saw at the very end of Return of the Jedi. The last literal 2 minutes to 5 minutes of the movie itself. So all thanks to one of the correspondents over at Star Wars Celebration. This is a big story today. We got an official reaction to the ending of Star Wars Episode 9 by Daisy Ridley herself, and this is what she had to say about the ending of the movie, and one big thing that she had to confirm about the rise of Skywalker. So she states, JJ had told me the ending, and then I read the script, and then it was sort of shifting. The ending was always pretty similar, and then I was told there was sort of a new, I guess a slightly different beat added that I was told, which was awesome. Because it's nice to be told the thing and then you can experience it with the filmmaker, but also we don't know how it's gonna turn out. We did the thing on this side of the camera, so we don't know how it's gonna turn out. So I'm as excited as to see it as anyone else is, and to see it as everyone else is. So that's what Daisy Ridley had to say. So this confirms two big things. That what we heard back in December of J.J. Abrams doing some script rewrites and changes to the ending of the movie involving both Kylo Ren and Rey has actually now been confirmed by Daisy Ridley herself over at Star Wars Celebration. The other thing is that the ending itself, alright, really is going to be centered on, of course, Kylo Ren and Rey. So Daisy Ridley's reaction to the ending of Episode 9 being shifted and changed, it seems quite positive and not too different, nothing significant to what she already filmed for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. So, what do I think about what's going on with this movie so far? Now, the thing is this, if they truly are ending the Skywalker saga, and they're leaving it behind forever, basically, saying we are done with it, we're never touching it again, I think that the way they have to end this movie in the final frames, when I say the final frames, we're talking about the last 2 minutes, right? The way that they have to end it is, it has to really bring closure. I don't think that J.J. Abrams can create an open-ended ending that's going to make people start asking themselves questions like, oh, what happened here? What does this mean? What did that actor do for the character of Rey or Kylo Ren or whatever, right? I think that what JJ has to do is that he has to create a solid ending with closure where it truly pretty much sends the message that this is the end of the Skywalker saga and we are never returning again. Now, do I think that a smarter move would be to keep it somewhat open-ended in case if, let's say, the new Star Wars trilogies backfire and the Star Wars fans just don't agree with it and the Star Wars franchise is on the verge of ending, let's say 10 years from now, and if they want to revert to the Skywalker saga, then they could do that. If they have an open-ended ending, that's their insurance. So I wouldn't be too surprised if J.J. Abrams chose that route. But one thing I will say is that this also tells us another thing, is that J.J. Abrams is being very careful with the ending of this movie. Like Daisy said, JJ had told me the ending, and then I read the script, and then it was sort of shifting. So it was shifting as JJ was writing this thing, and as he was telling Rey about this thing. She continues, the ending was always pretty similar. So she confirms right then and there, as it was changing, the ending was always pretty similar. It's kind of like thinking about Return of the Jedi's ending, where you have Luke and Leia on Endor, and Luke sees the Force ghosts of course, Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Yoda. And a great example of this is, well, it could be something like where Yoda was not on Endor. It could be something as, minor as that for the ending of Episode 9. So, with that being said, guys, I really gotta say, everything is starting to sound very exciting about this movie and positive. I feel a shift. I don't know about you guys, but I do feel a shift in the Star Wars community. I feel like that a lot of people are opening up to this movie right now after the wake of The Last Jedi and the backlash that went along with it, and how it had its effect on the soloist Star Wars story box office results. So, this movie, I gotta say, I am excited as ever before. I'm pretty much excited as I was for The Force Awakens before it came out. And the kind of hype that I felt way prior to the release of The Last Jedi, before we even saw any footage of that movie. I'm kind of feeling the same way. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of feeling the same way. I think that the reason being is because of how mysterious the title is, how mysterious the story really is when it comes to the meaning of everything, and just thinking about the fate of Kylo Ren and Rey in this film, and who Rey really is in this story. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.